If you've ever wanted to record one long video and instantly create polished, attention-grabbing short clips for every social platform, then pay close attention. We are talking about turning hours of content into captioned, styled, and scheduled posts across Reels, TikTok, and Shorts with almost zero manual effort. I'm about to walk you through the easiest workflow to achieve this, saving you from spending endless hours chained to your editing timeline. Now, let's quickly address a common comparison. Tools like Riverside are amazing for pristine, locally recorded interviews with transcripts built right in. However, Vizard isn't just about the initial recording, it's about what happens after. The raw footage exists regardless of where you captured it. You can record on your phone, through Zoom, or even in Riverside, and then bring that file into Vizard to get the true magic done. To make this entire sequence ridiculously simple, your first step is always to capture your long-form content. Feel free to use whatever camera setup you already have, whether it's your trusty mobile phone or a high-quality desktop webcam. A quick tip while you're recording is to always use a tripod or a very steady surface to ensure your frame doesn't result in distracting jumps. Before you hit record, decide whether you need portrait or landscape orientation based on your primary posting destination. For TikTok and Reels, you absolutely want that portrait orientation, while landscape still dominates for traditional YouTube uploads. For a professional look on a budget, sit facing a window because natural light is truly the cheapest, best upgrade you can make to your video quality. If you enjoy batch recording, don't feel pressured to do everything in one continuous take. Stop and start between topics. Stopping and starting helps Vizard's AI later on because it uses those pauses to identify better, more distinct clip boundaries. Once your long video file is fully recorded, the next step is simply uploading it directly into the Vizard platform. This is precisely where the game-changing massive time savings begin for your entire content pipeline. Vizard's advanced AI immediately goes to work analyzing every second of your footage to pinpoint the highest engagement moments. It actively searches for those spikes in your energy, the delivery of a key punchline, or any section where a typical audience is most likely to stop scrolling. The result is multiple, already cut short clips that are inherently designed to maintain momentum right from the very first frame. You completely bypass manual scrubbing through dense footage, avoiding marker placement or wrestling with complicated editing timelines. Many other tools can grab a simple slice from a long recording, but Vizard focuses specifically on optimizing clips for maximum viral potential. It's not just about making even cuts. The system intelligently searches for strong narrative hooks and satisfying payoffs. These moments are then expertly packaged into easily digestible, snackable edited segments ready for immediate publishing. This distinction matters immensely because viewers often decide whether to keep watching within the critical first 2 seconds. By having the AI prioritize those initial high-impact seconds, you naturally achieve better overall watch time metrics. Better watch time directly correlates with algorithms being more likely to push your content out to new audiences. Once the initial clips are generated, Vizard immediately presents you with incredibly easy options for complete visual customization. Need dynamic captions? That process is completely automated, meaning you rarely have to type a single word yourself. You can easily select from a variety of caption styles, choose different fonts, adjust colors, and precisely control their screen placement. The automated transcription is remarkably accurate, but the system also allows for quick, on-the-fly edits if you need to tweak specific phrasing. Furthermore, you can introduce simple motion and text animations to make those captions feel lively and dynamic instead of just static blocks. This level of design automation is a huge benefit for creators who truly dislike designing every single visual element from scratch for every clip. Many creators use Riverside and appreciate its transcription and one-click captioning features when they record directly within that app. The limitation there is that the workflow generally assumes you initiated the recording inside their specific environment. If your source footage comes from Zoom or your phone, you might still face importing hassles or manual editing steps just to get captions started. Vizard solves this by happily accepting long videos from a wide array of sources, quickly turning one file into dozens of post-ready shorts. This cross-platform flexibility is incredibly valuable for any creator who records content using a variety of different setups throughout the week. After the AI does the heavy lifting, you still have the power to fine-tune every individual clip to your exact preference. You can trim just a little bit more off the beginning, tweak a caption line for perfect on-screen readability, or swap out an auto-selected thumbnail. Even adding a very short branded intro or outro to maintain visual consistency across your entire feed is an easy option here. But here's the best part for the time-crunched creator. You never have to make these adjustments because the default edits are already highly optimized. For those creators who need more granular control, Vizard offers an intuitive and surprisingly fast editing environment to work within. It strikes that perfect sweet spot between being fully automated and requiring a complete time-consuming manual edit. One of my absolute favorite features is the intelligent auto-schedule function that takes publishing off your plate entirely. Once you have your final stack of clips ready, you avoid the tedious process of manually uploading each one to every single social platform. You simply set your desired posting frequency, and Vizard handles the scheduling across your connected channels automatically. Want to publish one clip every weekday morning? Go ahead and set it, then completely forget about that task until next week. Or maybe you need a burst of 3 high-performing clips to drop tomorrow morning? That's just as easy to configure. This feature is a significant competitive edge over tools that force you into the export, transfer, re-upload cycle for every single video. Because content publishing is more than just a queue, Vizard also gives you a centralized content calendar view for oversight. You can instantly see exactly what content is scheduled, and you retain the ability to move items around fluidly on the fly. Did breaking news shift your priorities, or do you need to pull a clip for last-minute edits? Just a simple drag-and-drop operation handles it. This centralized calendar view is immensely helpful, especially if you are juggling multiple channels or collaborating with a small team. Now let's be completely honest about where this tool has its natural limitations, just so you have the full picture. If your absolute primary need is capturing super high-quality multi-track audio for professional podcasts or complex interviews, tools like Riverside are still the gold standard for the recording stage. They absolutely excel on the capture side, delivering flawless source files every single time. But once you have that raw audio and video file, Vizard is the undisputed champion for turning it into dozens of ready-to-post short clips. It ensures your social presence remains incredibly consistent, which is what truly builds and maintains an audience over time. Also, if your creative vision requires extremely granular visual effects or complex multi-camera edits, you should absolutely stick with industry pros like Premiere or Final Cut. Vizard is not designed to replace those heavy-duty editing suites. It's specifically built to eliminate the daily grind of clip creation and scheduling. Let's run through a quick, practical example to solidify the incredible time savings this workflow provides. Imagine you just wrapped up a 40-minute live stream or a solid 20-minute talking head educational session. You upload that single large file into Vizard and wait a short time for the AI magic to conclude its analysis. Almost instantly, you'll find 10 to 20 unique short clips surfaced automatically, all complete with functional captions and suggested thumbnails. You spend a few minutes reviewing, tweaking any captions or minor trims you dislike, and assign them to the correct social channels. Then, you just set your publishing cadence, step back, and let the scheduler handle the rest of the entire rollout. You will legitimately save several hours compared to the old way of manually cutting each short and managing multiple platform uploads. Here is one final pro tip. Always consider the native feel of the platform when you are doing your final clip styling tweaks. While Vizard finds raw emotional peaks, you can amplify the trendiness by adding platform-ready elements like fast on-screen counts or stickers. Remember that portrait or landscape framing decision from the start, as it heavily influences the final crop quality. Vizard can intelligently crop landscape footage into portrait, but framing for your target platform initially yields the absolute best results. Look, I completely understand that everyone's time is limited, and that's the core appeal here. The charm of tools like Riverside is great recording quality if you commit to their ecosystem, but the hassle is stitching it all for social distribution. Vizard fundamentally flips that entire content creation problem on its head with an inverse solution. Wherever your long content lives, Vizard transforms it into a reliable backlog of postable short clips, then handles the publishing automatically. Achieving that consistent stream of output is truly the secret ingredient that drives meaningful audience growth across platforms. If this sounds like the time-saving workflow you've been searching for, I strongly encourage you to upload a recent recording and give Vizard a real test run. Try processing just a single 10 or 20-minute file and see precisely how many ready-to-post clips the AI surfaces for you. Then, schedule just 1 week's worth of content in a single sitting and compare the total time investment to your current, slower method. I am highly confident you will shave off significant hours from your weekly routine and naturally end up posting much more frequently. Ultimately, increasing your posting frequency without burning out is the real, undeniable win for any modern creator. So, that's the entire walkthrough. Record wherever you want, upload it to Vizard, let the AI master the clipping process, polish styles, and auto-schedule everything. It represents a far cleaner, more sustainable way to maintain your social presence without constantly feeling exhausted by the editor. If you are curious to see this in action, I've conveniently placed a link for a free trial in the description box below for you to use. Upload one of your recent recordings today and immediately see how many production-ready clips it delivers back to you. Commit to publishing just a few of those AI-selected clips and watch how much smoother your entire content stream becomes. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and learning about this powerful workflow today. If you found even a single element of this walkthrough genuinely helpful, please smash that like button right now. And if you want more content creation tips designed specifically to save you time, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next video. I truly appreciate you tuning in, and I will catch you all in the next one very soon.